Yo. Let me just change the title. So what the hell is this? It is, I guess, visual update. I don't know. It's really. It's more like, yeah, whatever. It's a visual update. So yeah, we have that turn intro now. Um, I don't really know how that should look when they're moving. Maybe it should move with them. Oh, anyway, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Yeah, probably should move with them. Check out getting onto these things now. Oh, never mind. Damn it. Okay, well, anyway, I'll fix that later. But getting onto them from the other side is better. Going down, though, I think. Yeah. Going up them. It could be better. It's, I don't know, it's fine. But, some things like the cast. Check this out. So, like, takes down 1 and 0 once it becomes the priest's turn. And it's gone off. So Renew is really broken right now because it just heals so much. So that's this green buff. And it heals the beginning of their turn. Check out Frostbolt. So Frostbolt 3, let's see the 3. Then it casts down to 1, and he's still casting. And it's my priest's turn. Also, unit buffs is not really working. I mean, like unit stack buffs. So now you see, I don't know, it's really hard to see. The design is not there yet. Just maybe I just need to move these numbers further up or something. You can see this one's 2, this one's 3, so they actually have 2 of these. Anyway, so yeah, Frostbolt just went off. And yeah. Dead. I don't have game ending, still bugged. Like it's not checking every time, I guess, something major happens, like a unit dying, or something that is like a goal should be emitting. Unit died. I mean, it probably is emitting that. I just aren't handling it. Instead, I just check at the beginning of every turn if the game's over. So, yeah, but these units are dead. So, I want to play that card I just got, Meteor. Yeah, here it is. I don't remember how this works, if it goes on where they end up. Yeah, it appears to go up where they are, which seems pretty good. Just like one shot them. I don't know what this debuff is. I don't have an icon for it. I guess it doesn't actually matter, but it's kind of fun to look at, I guess. Debuff name, Space Ignite. It does 2 fire damage per turn and applies 2 stacks. That's like 4 extra damage. Uh, I know it doesn't really matter. Nice. Looks good, hell yeah. And I think this applies on AoE. I don't know exactly how I'm handling that. So I'm working on a new pattern where I am anything that has an enum, and maybe this should have an enum, like it's an AoE spell. But okay, good example of this is actually enemy action. So enemies can walk or attack, and it's calculated like from best enemy action. Action. So yeah, enemy action. And then I have an attack which extends an action. And maybe this, maybe it's okay to be under here. Because an enemy action is done by a battle unit ultimately. And I guess players can have these. Um, but anyway, so yeah, I'll have a enemy attack action so that I don't have like a union, like null unions. Well, when I have a union, yeah, exactly. Like it's a bunch of different types in one that has unique fields. So now I don't need to worry about like things that can be null. So like maybe this would be a specific type of card. It's like an AoE spell which debuffs an AoE. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. See, yeah, see, I have AoE debuffs and regular debuffs. So if you read through this, you can tell what's happening. But or maybe it just debuffs the target. See, it's not even clear ultimately. But like, look at how this works. So the intent. Ah, so this checks it's an AoE tile that we're currently looking at and populates it. So that makes sense. But what about the case where it's not? Oh, it would just go into the regular. Okay, yeah. It doesn't bother doing the AoE debuff effect. It would see that this is an AoE tile, even though we're not stopping on if it's an AoE tile, we're not doing anything. So even AoE tiles can go in here. And then we get to the debuff calculator. Debuff context should debuff enemy. If you allow enemy targets. How does allow targets not in here? Hmm. Okay, it's probably none then. Well, anyway, we don't need to get into it. It's we can just test it, I guess. Oh, now I need to get a meteor. I can just add it to my deck. Base deck count. So doing this just adds it to the deck. Meteor. Okay, cast on the ground. I don't actually know what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to do anything. This is probably a bug. I mean, sure, it's obviously a bug. Let's get in there. Frost Nova. Okay, Meteor. Let's go. Oh, Jesus, they both died. It looked like the buff was on, or the debuff was on them, and I don't think I was casting it on top of either of them. Debuffing. I gotta do some like click on these party frames while you're casting. That would be cool. I don't know who this is. Maybe I need a picture beside it or a color code. Color code the panel. Image. Yeah, Polymog. I'm excited to work on this. I have a little sprite for it to jump around with. Get a little animal jumps back and forth. And got to work on the actual hard text. Very incomplete. But it looking so good is like very motivating. And I know there's still so much to do, but it's cool. Let's do the meteor again. All right, it's just one-shotting. I'll drop it on his head. Right, because it's calculating who it's going to hit based on who comes in originally. It's not doing anything dynamic. I want to have something that can make you eat through cast time. Like maybe you can just spend your flow on cast time because, well, two things. Let's say you're casting, you have a really long cast time spell, like, I don't know, 6 turns. What happens if it comes into your turn again? Like, oh yeah, palm. Yeah, I'll definitely have some palm stuff. So I was thinking to like, these could be like globals instead of energy. And then it makes it obvious that you could spend a global on like one cast time. And it lends itself really well to a haste mechanic. And then it's like, wow, I could just take crit as well. There's like so many good like match style mechanics to work from. But yeah, so anyway, if something costs like 6 turns and it's my turn again, I'll have like 2 turns left to cast. And so what should happen? Is my character still locked up and I lose its turn? Or should I just like, so that's another thing. Mana could be a cast thing. And it could just auto use. Let's say you're casting at the start of your turn and just use one of your mana per turn casting. And if not, then it eats into your energy. And if you're still out of energy at the end of that, then it could just end your turn. Maybe that's fine. But it's kind of like that's kind of a complicated mechanic. Eats through your mana, then eats through your globals, then it's also ticks down per turn. I don't know. I like this idea. It was in Final Fantasy Tactics. But how do they do it? Well, how do they do it? They had like 20 units in a game sometimes. So your casts would just never go beyond how many people there could be. But like there could potentially be only 2 people. So how does that work? I guess they must have handled that case. Let's see, does Final Fantasy Tactics like what's its longest spellcast time? Charge time, also known as cast time, and sometimes abbreviated as CT, is the measure of time of how long certain abilities take to be performed. This game mechanic is often not named in-game and is a hidden stat. Yes. All battle units and most spells and abilities have a charge time that determines when the battle units reach their active turn or the time it takes for a command ability to commence. Direct attack and other skills do not require charging time yet. Speed stat determines how fast the charge time gauge fills. For instance, when there are two battle units, Unit A has a speed of 10, B is 5. Unit A requires 100 divided by 10 equals 10 units of time span to fill the cast time gauge, while B requires 20 units. Okay, wow. Charge time affects how fast you cast and how often you go. I think it would be really broken for a character to be able to go more than once, just because of how much you get when it's your turn. Oh, wow. Okay. If the speed of the ability is lower than the user's, so that the ability is not commenced before the user reaches its next active turn, the player will need to choose wait to continue charging. Otherwise, initiating another command will cancel the previous charging ability. Except for performing jump attack. Okay, I think the answer is you can either wait or expend energy. And why would you ever wait then expend energy? I think you just expend energy. I think that's fine. And I think mana can be a good start for that. Because mana is going to do also some spells will just cost mana. And mana will not regenerate between battles. Or maybe like the mage will have its passive will be generate 1 mana after every battle. And priests won't have anything like that. But there can be like a card called water that generates a resource. And it can do something different for every class. And for like a rogue or a warrior that water does nothing for, you can like give it to your party member, and when you give party members gifts, you get like a friendship buff that just like says something. I don't know. I think that's a fun mechanic. And then your characters die in battle together, and their friendship was meaningless. Anyway, I think I will stop. But yeah. Oh yeah. I'll fix. Well, I can move and cast. That's kind of broken. I gotta fix moving on to these things. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I added this whole occlusion layer, and it's messing up on this one. It was working on the mock. Uh, where am I doing this? Battle paths? Where are these ones? Anyway. Oh, list of recently completed goals. That's a good idea. I don't know why I'm signing it here. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Sorry. Where's this shit? Right here. Yeah, this map. I have a crypt-like thing. So you see it like fades in. I think it was better that time. Yeah, see it actually goes up properly. Yeah, why is that fucking up my other thing? In the actual crypt. Whoa, that's not right. So when you're going down, but going up is okay. No, going up is not okay. So what? This unit is fine. This unit's not fine. That's very interesting. Okay, well, I'll take a look at that later. GG.